Welcome. Today we're going to talk about My Goals Planner, the free planner that you were able to download. So stay tuned because the information I'm going to share with you today is going to give you a practical approach how to use the planner. It's going to be good stuff.
So now that you've picked up your free planner, how should you use it? What's the best way to use this planner? This planner includes 52 pages, which obviously equates to the 52 weeks in the year. So how can you use this? How can this help you to plan your goals? The first part of the planner includes the goal itself. We all have them. Are you looking to lose weight? Would you like to manage your time better? Are you planning a vacation? Are you planning to save more money? Whatever it is, you write that specific goal where it says the goal. Now that you've written the goal, how do you plan on accomplishing the goal? Here in the strategy, you will write your specific steps on how you plan on achieving your goal. When you write the vision and make it plain, it becomes clear to you, and now you can work that goal until it's accomplished. The next step is to write your key steps. Now you've written the strategy. How are you going to get there? How are you going to make that strategy work? So, in the key steps, you're going to write your steps, how you plan on getting there. Finally, you will write notes to yourself to remind yourself of what it is and how and what kinds of things that you need to do. You might take those notes and put them in a calendar. That's going to be a different video because once you put them in a calendar, especially if you put them in an electronic calendar, then they can pop up as notifications and get you to work those goals. So, this is the best use of this goal planner, and you can use it for every week of the year to help you to plan and manage your goals.
So, goals then are important for you to have, obviously. But how do you take a goal and accomplish it? So I'm sure you've heard of the acronym SMART. Well, to begin, your goal needs to be specific. And what that means is that your goals answer these 6 questions. Who is involved? What do you want to accomplish? Where will it be completed? When do you want it when do you want it to be done? Which obstacles might get in your way and why are you doing it? By answering these questions, it makes your accomplishing the goal very specific. So when you're planning a goal, and in a little while, you're going to see an example of a goal, then make sure that your goal is specific. Next, make sure your goal is measurable. And all this means then is that your goal, you've pinpointed the precise thing that you want to do. They answer the how question. How? How am I going to get this goal accomplished? And so measuring it will help you to do that. Next step is to ensure that your goal is attainable. That means that you are saying to yourself that I'm challenging myself to do this, but I can get it done. It's not impossible. It may be difficult. You may have to stretch yourself. The goal may take you slightly beyond where you've been, but you must be able to attain this goal within the period of time that you've decided on for it to be able to be a successful goal. Next, the goal must be relevant. And this means that you're focused on truly what you desire. So it's the exact opposite of inconsistent, scattered goals. Oh, I wish I could do this. I hope I could do that. No, a relevant goal means that you are truly honed in on what you desire, whether it's your career, a relationship, or your desires. It must be something that is relevant to you in order for you to be successful at planning that goal. This is why goals fail, because we don't take a look at them practically and make them relevant to us. And finally, your goals need to be time bound. What this means is that they must have a specific time period or deadline. Time-bound goals keep you grounded and challenge you. They help you to accomplish your goals because you have given them deadlines. And working on the details of the deadlines is what is going to help you to move it from a wish or a hope to a goal to an accomplished, successful goal. So time and putting deadlines on your goal, extremely important. So now let's look at a specific goal, shall we? Let's say that this year you've decided, especially in this economy, that it's time for you to set aside some money to save for your future. And so let's take that as a goal. So let's say that my goal is that I will save 10% of every paycheck for 1 year. And then I'll examine my efforts to see how successful I am at attaining that goal. So that's the goal. What is the goal? I will set aside 10% of my paycheck for 1 year. So how are we going to accomplish this goal? You are going to use the strategy part of the goal planner to write the exact strategy that you will use to accomplish this goal. So here's the way that you will accomplish this goal in a smart, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time-bound way. So let's take it like this. Specifically, I will start in January. I will now save 10% of every paycheck, which is, and this is hypothetical, $200. And I get paid every 2 weeks. So that's the specific thing. I'm going to start in January. I'm going to save 10%. That amounts to $200. And I'm going to be able to do that every 2 weeks. That's the specific. Measurable is I will set up my bank account to automatically withdraw the $200 and deposit it into an investment account. Now, you may not be able to automatically do it. So if you're not able to automatically do it, how will you do it? How will you measure that if it's not automated? And we're going to talk about that in a minute. Now, to make this goal attainable, within the rest of the year, for example, 11 months if I start in January, I will accumulate a saving of 10% of my earnings. So it's 10% over 1 year, 10% of my whole earnings for 1 year. That's what I want to attain. Is it relevant? By saving 10% of my total income, I will accumulate approximately $5,200 of savings, which will be multiplied by the interest earned in that investment account. This will give me the financial boost of getting me closer to my aim of attaining financial independence. Do you see how I just made that goal relevant? And you can too. Finally, time bound. My goal is set up in 10% of my savings to increase the amount of using an investment account till next year. At that time, which is a 1 year time, I will examine my goals to see if I want to continue doing this. Do I want to make it less? Do I want to make it more? That is my strategy. So now I have a strategy. But what's next, guys? Now I have to decide on how I want to do this. What steps am I going to take to bring this desire or this desired goal to reality? Well, Can I afford $200? That's the first question to ask yourself. Can I afford it? If the answer is yes, what can I do without to make sure that I can afford it? Is there anything that I need to think about that I can do without? Maybe I don't go out to eat so much. Maybe I don't socialize as much. Maybe I buy less clothes for the year. Whatever it is, I've got to make sure that I am not self-sabotaging. Now, going back to the banking, we said that we were going to do it automatically, but not every bank does that. So you may have to do that manually. What does that mean? It means that you physically have to take the money out of your account, or at least write a check, deposit it into an investment account. You have to do that continually, right? For 26 times, which is every 2 weeks. And you have to be able to commit to that and to do it in order for the goal to be successful. Then if it's automatic, or if it's automatic, you now have to contact your payroll department to make sure that the money is going automatically from your payroll to the bank. You have to make sure the bank is set up to receive that money. Doesn't happen automatically. Next, if it's manually, then I've got to withdraw the money and deposit it. I've got to know how I'm going to do that. Am I going to do that physically? Am I going to write a check to myself? Am I going to physically take it to the bank? Am I going to mail it to the bank? What am I going to do? So you want to get these key steps down. If not, you've self-sabotaged your goal. Next, as you've done this, is this process working for me? If not, you've got to fine tune it, and quickly, in order for you to be successful. Then you've got to keep monitoring it to make sure it's working. Sometimes the banks are not doing what they need to. Sometimes the payroll department is not doing. And so you want to make sure that it's working for you. Finally, in the notes, you're going to write yourself a note. The first week of January, you're going to contact payroll, you're going to contact your bank, you're going to set up the processes. So now you are ready to go ahead and use this planner. It includes 52 weeks worth of pages that you can use to plan. So use your planner each week. Set up your goals. Set up your specific goal, set up your strategy, and set up your key steps. Write your notes, write the vision, and make it plain so that your vision can become a reality. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for tuning in.